Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to another episode of Nufftingz Speaks with your host, Nufftingz. Now, let me ask you a serious question. Why does every new game get hated before it even releases? And today, I want to use the new James Bond game, 007 First Light, as a perfect example of this modern gaming problem. Because if you've been online lately, you've probably seen the outrage. This game is woke. Bond is soft. This isn't my James Bond. Game is dead already. And the crazy part, most of these people haven't even touched the controller yet. This game isn't even fully out, and people already decided it's trash. Now listen, some criticism is fair. I'm not saying people have to blindly love every new game that comes out. One of the biggest complaints right now is the Denuvo DRM situation. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Apparently, IO Interactive added it close to launch, and a lot of PC players got upset because Denuvo has a reputation for hurting performance, causing stuttering, lowering frame rates, requiring online verification. And honestly, that's a fair complaint. If a company adds something after pre-orders go live, people have the right to question it. That's not hate, that's consumer criticism. But what I'm talking about is something different. I'm talking about this modern internet culture where people want games to fail. Everything now is go woke, go broke. Devs are cooked. This game is garbage. Dead on arrival. And sometimes all it takes is one trailer, one tweet, one quote, and suddenly the internet acts like the entire game industry collapsed. Now, another complaint people have is that this Bond doesn't feel like Bond. People are saying he looks too young. He's too reckless. Too action heavy. Not enough elegant spy stuff. But isn't that the point? This game is supposed to be an origin story. Young Bond should feel different than older Bond. A 20-something-year-old Bond shouldn't act exactly like a seasoned veteran version played by Sean Connery or Pierce Brosnan. That's like expecting a rookie athlete to move like a guy with 20 years of experience. Life changes people. Experience changes people. Older Bond is calmer, smoother, more patient. Young Bond is probably reckless, emotional, aggressive, and still learning. That actually makes sense to me. Now, where I think gaming discussions really start falling apart. Nostalgia. Every new game gets compared to some legendary older game. It's not like Halo 3. It's not like San Andreas. GTA, if you guys didn't know. It's not like old Call of Duties. It's not like GoldenEye. And listen, I understand nostalgia. I grew up gaming too. But sometimes I think we don't actually miss the old games. We miss who we were when we played them. No bills, no stress, no responsibilities. Just sitting in front of a tiny TV playing split screen with your friends all night. That feeling can't really be recreated because gaming changed. Technology changed. And we changed too. I went back and played GoldenEye recently. And honestly, without nostalgia attached to it, it didn't hit the same for me. And that's okay. That doesn't make it a bad game. It just means gaming evolved. And that leads into another problem with modern gaming culture. Gamers say they want innovation, but at the same time, they want every franchise to stay exactly the same forever. And that's impossible. If a game changes too much, people complain. Developers literally cannot win anymore. Now, with that said, I don't think modern gaming companies deserve. Sorry. Now that with that, oh my god, I can't even talk. Now with that said, I do think modern gaming companies deserve criticism too. Because one thing gamers are tired of is unfinished games. Stop releasing half a game, then selling us the rest later. Gamers are tired of massive day one patches, broken launches, content cut out for DLC, paying full price for games that feel incomplete. That frustration is real. Back in the day, games felt more complete when they launched. Now, sometimes it feels like we're beta testing products we paid full price for. So yes, people should criticize bad business practices. But criticism and hate farming are not the same thing. And that's the issue now. Negativity spreads faster online than honest discussion. People judge games off tweets, off headlines, off 30-second clips. Half the internet already made their decision before the game even released. Maybe 007 First Light ends up being amazing. Maybe it ends up being disappointing. But modern gaming culture has become exhausting because outrage gets rewarded more than patience. And honestly, I think that's hurting gaming discussions more than the games themselves. Anywho, as always, I'll see you in the next one.